Again, if they manage to get that done today, just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and it translated.
He's got it in, complete. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken in after one. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a second down throw for Young. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Young working out of the gun. Underneath for Henry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. It'll be Young again. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the offensive unit called the TO. And now we are ready to resume play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Young. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt, the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. What an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis. The rest of our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Closer. I'll probably spend a couple of weeks with this. I didn't think I could. Got a bunch of teams under 85 overall and stuck out legendary. Lost one. Without, pickup, things like that. It's kind of late. Actually, more overlooks from the inbound score compared to YouTube videos, despite their suggestions and advice. We're still mixing that in, but more of ourselves. In there, I'll use a lot of mid blitz. I tried using it, but at first I stopped it running and then connected on like multiple 20-yard passes and things like that. I guess because of using it, the man just didn't go in their favor. Like they were draped on them, but they still didn't with one hand catching it and then bringing it to their arms and chest and falling with it without it being swatted away. And I'm like, So we started switching our own defense from 30-man zero. Right, it makes mine depending on the quarterback's changing habits. I mean, they had a read and then they lost it and then made an adjustment in the second half. And I'm actually not really adjusting the lurk so much as the play art because I'm still learning lurking, but I'm really kind of changing formation to go with more of what they're doing. I guess like Gotham Whistle or something like that. Still can't do all that individual play in that game. Because I was in nickel 335 and dime dollar or dollar 326. And then quarter for like the last 30 seconds or so of desperate passing, or not desperate, more convinced passing. Damn it. Quarter's got 7 defenders in it, but it doesn't matter. It's not something I don't think other people would use, but mainly because the paradigm don't on nickel 335 or staying in one formation. So if they went with more pass, then I can answer that more pass with more pass defense in nickel 335 instead of switching to a dime dollar defense, which they would probably just consider for sacking for the DB fire, rather than the 4 cornerbacks and 2 safeties that it has in the secondary. it just I don't think you could kind of achieve the same thing in nickel 3-3. I use a dime dollar to pick up it's just me. I think Xerxes runs the dime dollar. It's part of the dime. It's a derivative of chain derivative of it. It's a variance off of the Kasparov opening. It's the dime and the dime dollar. One's a 4-3 derivative. The other's a 3-4 derivative. Which is why it only has 3 down 1 and then starts the number 3 in the front or going from the back 6-2-3. Oh, and or I guess inverted or something. And so, whereas the dime doesn't have a 6-2-3 numbering system to it or 3-2-6. Oh, and it's got 4 people and 1 linebacker in it, much like a 4-3 with Urlacher in the middle. They have 4 down and 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive. Anyway, it's not for they would do nickel 3-3-5. It feels fluid to them, and that's the paradigm menu choice that other people should adjust to eating, in my opinion, to figure out what it means. But we won 31-0, 14,945 points, and that was good. And I think I had 2 pick sixes in that one this time. The 42-3 one, I think we had 3 or 4 pick sixes in there. 14,862. So that was good. Because I don't like them being stock defense. No, I'm not sure. I don't think they would really like that. I think they just do that because of simplicity. Oh, but given my skill set, and I guess I'm playing football and coming up, actually watching probably more football, NFL Red Zone, Scott Hansen, Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth, and since Jerome Pettis, and probably before that, Bob Costas. You know, that when he did that limitedly to help NBC Sports out with switch from baseball to football on that Sunday night. Day games, Terry Bradshaw, Foxcast, Howie Long, Michael Strahan, Rob Riggle. Oh yeah, a lot of pregame shows and football analysis. You got NFL Network and their morning shows and with the Mooch. A lot of football and tape notes and things of that nature. Translating that into video game world and being that it's anyway. Despite stock, I feel comfortable with that. And so in the last 2 games, 5 or 6 interceptions within 2-3 minute quarter games. And 4 of those 6, 5 of those 6 were pick sixes. So to make that stock would be more for somebody else. To make it unstock so that I can keep the guitar fingering, unless they say that all guitar chords are the same fingering, to the way that or can be made into the same fingering octave as Aerosmith, which technically it can. It gives bridge towards. It's got Kentucky bluegrass in it. I'm not sure if it can find bridge points to synthesizer bossa nova or something like that. But when that happens, I change chord with them. I go with the defense that I feel that answers that chord. If that defense is better than the defense that I was in, despite lurking, I'll do that. You know, if they go goal line, I'm not going to use dime dollar at the goal line, despite other people's lurking capability to get a tackle and DBZ fire with it. Oh, I'm probably going to go with the goal line gap 60 type thing that means or something of that nature, 4-3 or 3-4 or something in that sense. Other things are in tiers were popular. They got Crossfire, Bear's pretty popular. But they might run a Bear the whole time instead of using a nickel 335 and say that's the same net result. And that's another corner added to the field in exchange for linebacker, and that's a different pass coverage defense compared to the lurking pass coverage defense of the 3-4 Bear. And therefore that Bear also replaces that dollar, which then replaces quarter prevent defense. It just the subtlety of that chord is the same to some, and then those are vastly different defenses. So that's a thing, a frost path, and I do both paths hybridly type thing. That means I have the ability to do that. Just do it. And that's the defense they want to keep. You can't convert that into one play. It's kind of like the play all the time. Oh. I guess you could try to synthesize it as a clone copy of it. Yeah, there you go. Like, there's things that I try to do. I don't know the quarterback, the players, the person behind the quarterback, things of that nature. Get used to their knacks of throwing the other person being use those types of plays. So maybe they were a better player or a worse player. I don't know. They're the same player. And that means reflection. Maybe they were vertical because it's the way they grew up type thing like Madden. At first it was all vertical, but like now all this other choice stuff. Yeah. And the other person is never that vertical type thing. That means they got more check down. Ooh, probably crossing routes, drag routes, slant routes, hook curls, things of that nature. And vertical, I'm sending everybody 30, 50 yards down the field, and they're throwing 10. Do it. And it's just person enough to understand that it's about the only, understanding whatever that difference is, the only difference is. Despite, it's given. It's gonna have to be given offense, that's weird. I got weird random answer too. 31-0, 28-7. That's kind of really off Todd Gurley, but these were more defense, and it was nice to know that even though the defense was answering on legendary, I still had Gurley to go to. I still connected with Hill, and the other game I connected with Moss. So our offense added on to the defense and made it more separate to it. And get DJ Moore in that 31-0 game, and that was good. And yeah, but I blabbed on too long. Feel good. I might try to take on the second game since I'm feeling this good about it. And that'll be battle score. Just trying to save some tape. Not recording individual challenges while taking a break from editing and posting those challenges. I know they're not streamed. I kind of want them with this spending habit right now to not. It's not that bad that the Gatos are under 200. I think El Gatos. But in response, since I've got so many questions about my method and that method not being myself so much as other people, then much like the need to why have an opinion whatsoever, unless it's not going to match the opinion of other people trying to give you the opinion that you should be using on a profit, then I feel like that nature could be, in a Pareto sense, kind of an 80-20 of the net. and watch that flip. And I think the other guys are down to 20, but they usually ban those people from YouTube or Twitch or something like that. Where they just come in starting stuff or looking for some type of advocate debate. I don't think that's what that's about, to prove that type thing that means. And I feel if I had a string, that's about the only thing that would get achieved, except for it wouldn't be at 20%. So, I appreciate those that watch my videos and subscribe. And, smash a like to individuality and goes can shell sense of that. But, that's a whisper that I hear or sense. Before that's definitely still variable, soothing mess over, but that's the way I'm gonna keep. Hopefully, I get a chance to keep playing with it. Before that's altered into its better matrix and Genesis or Wrath of God. I mean, I know that's what people do, but, and I know that's what entrepreneurs do, and innovators and consultants and other things of that nature too. Again, that's a debate thing that they're looking forward to. I guess. I feel like that's what would happen. So YouTube-wise, I make a lot more silent videos now, and I try to leave each challenge up. If they're in my channel and they see my playlist, there might not be a lot of discussion on it, but they should be able to see which play I selected in there, and then see how I go about completing that challenge, the gauntlet runs. They'll see the play that I selected in that video if they're having problems with it, and maybe emulate it in that sense, and thus can defeat the challenge. I just left it up there in that. And on debate, I think that means then where you could have done better, or you could have made a different decision, you could have motion, you could have used a different running back. I did it with a different team. Why are you choosing that team? What's so important about the choices that you make? But I know it seems like other people are suggesting the same thing to them by not making something out of stock, by not using nickel 335 and what's so important in that sense. But that's the way I got it completed, and that was good. Okay, next video, more content. We'll just see more things. We'll get the rest of, I've got all the Gatorade ones and the result of the choice that I did within there. One of the 4 players I maxed out, and he is currently within these videos now. But if you see him, you like him, smash a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.